I'm Ann Rice. Coming up next on WVU News, I'll tell you how your student ID card and this machine can help you find a job.
I'm Paul Espinosa, and coming up on WVU News, I'll tell you what hunters are doing to stay safe this hunting season.
I'm Matthew Peck, and coming up next on WVU News, I'm going to tell you how to turn your textbooks into cash. WVU News starts now.
Finding a job after college can be a job in itself these days, but WVU is doing its best to help graduating seniors find work. I'm Paul Espinosa.
That's right, the job search can be frustrating, but there are some things you can do here on campus that might actually help you find the job you're looking for. I'm Marissa Statler, and you're watching WVU News, a newscast produced by journalism students here at West Virginia University.
And with the recent economic recession, finding employment is just not as easy as it used to be. December graduates may have to put forth more effort than in the past.
That's right, Paul. With the national unemployment rate at just under 10%, it's important to use every opportunity available when looking for work. WVU campus reporter Ann Rice joins us with the story. Ann?
Thanks, Marissa and Paul. Graduating from college and searching for your first job is an exciting experience. But in today's tough economic times, the job hunt can be a longer process than you might think. I recently found out about several things you can do here on campus that could help you find your first job.
With graduation fast approaching, many students are preparing to get a job, and that's not always an easy task. Senior Megan Haplia says the job hunt is not all she expected.
I wasn't really prepared for it at first because I didn't really think about it. It kind of hit me that I was a senior this year, so now going through all the applications and stuff, it's a lot harder than I thought it was.
One way Haplia says she found help was through the Career Services Center. Director of the Career Service Center, Dave Durham, says that all WVU students looking for a job should take advantage of what the center offers by creating an account on Mountaineer Track.
It's kind of like Facebook without the pictures. It's a network where you have a profile there, and you can manage all of your documents like your resumes, cover letters, letters of recommendation, even transcripts if you've transferred here from another school or taken some classes somewhere else. You manage it all online. All of our employers are registered on Mountaineer Tracks.
Students can access Mountaineer Tracks at 10 different kiosks all around campus by sticking in your student ID card, selecting which job type. A list of eligible jobs will come up.
WVU has also purchased other software for students to use in the job hunt. Haplia admits she procrastinated, but hopes other students visit Career Services early on.
Even if I would start doing this stuff like maybe at the end of your sophomore year and beginning of junior year, trying to get a resume together, and they can help you build it throughout the couple of years that you're still here.
Career Services is available to help you create your resume at any time, whether it be your freshman or senior year.
For more information about the Career Services Center or to schedule a personal appointment, you can visit the website at the bottom of your screen. Paul, Marissa, back to you.
Thanks, Ann. For those graduating seniors who will soon be alumni, we hope that you always remember the good times you had here at West Virginia University.
I know I will, Paul, and the best way to show your school pride and appreciation is to donate to the WVU Foundation. We sent WVU News reporter Erin Deininger to find out how current students are reaching out to alumni.
So, Professor here at the Hi, may I speak with Mr. Ogilvy?
Anna White is a WVU student caller for the Mountaineer Line at the WVU Foundation. The Mountaineer Line is responsible for calling alumni all over the country for donations to the university.
We talk to alumni and friends of the university, talk to them a little bit about some of the things and special events going on in each school, and then we ask them for a donation.
Last year, the Mountaineer Line raised over $1 million. Director Casey Quinlan says that success is due to the students that work here.
I think the biggest reason for the success is students are making the phone calls. This allows alumni who hasn't been back to campus for 15 years to sit there and talk with a student who's there now, and they can talk about all the changes and all the new things that are happening around WVU.
Located on the 7th floor of the Waterfront building in Morgantown, students use computers to make their calls. All they have to do is put on a headset, press dial, and they're ready to talk to alumni. Although this is a paid position for the students who work here, they say helping the university is a top priority.
It's nice to know you've made a difference in getting enough money to be able to make those kinds of renovations to keep WVU at the top of its class.
The WVU Foundation handles most of the donations for the university, and the Mountaineer Line raises money for almost every school within the university. If you would like more information about the WVU Foundation, visit their website at wvuf.org. Aaron Deininger, WVU News, Morgantown.
Whether you're a recent graduate or just finishing up your first semester, something that all students experience is the complicated process of selling back your textbooks. And usually this means getting back a lot less than what you paid. But our reporter Matt Peck found out some useful things that you can do to make sure you get the best deal.
As WVU heads into dead end finals week, students are faced with a decision of where to sell their books back.
I usually go to Book Exchange, but I'm trying out Book Holders today for the first time.
Book Holders, Book Exchange, and the WVU Bookstore are 3 stores just on WVU's main campus offering book buyback, but each store offers something different.
If it's going to be a book that'll be used the following semester, we pay you up to half price for it.
We offer a lot here at Book Holders. Obviously, we offer cash for books like the other textbook stores have. And then the main thing we offer is the Advantage program.
Book Holders Advantage program allows you to sell your textbooks to them. Once the book is bought next semester, you get a check in the mail making up to 3 times the amount you would if you sold it today. But if you don't want to wait to get your money, you can sell your book at the other stores on campus. You can also sell your books online. Sites like Amazon.com are offering up to 40% buyback with free shipping. With new change in technology, you can use your iPhone or Droid in order to scan the barcode of your book, and it'll tell you how much your book is worth. Some students say that it's just easier to sell back on campus.
I've heard good things, but usually when I'm just at class, the bookstore's right there, and it's easy to do.
To find out what the best deal is for you, each store offers websites for you to compare prices. Matthew Peck, WVU News, Morgantown.
After you sell your books back and head home for winter break, if you're a Pennsylvania resident, you may actually end up taking the completed stretch of the Montfayette Expressway. While the Pennsylvania section is complete, the West Virginia section is scheduled to open in spring 2011. Construction on the 67-mile-long road, which will link West Virginia with Interstate 68, began in October 1999. Recent funding increases have sped up the project.
The Southern Interchange Project, which was a American Recovery and Reinvestment Act project, got moved ahead by a couple of years because of the stimulus money being available.
The Department of Highways says the new expressway will serve as an alternative to the current 2-lane Route 857.
Now, when traveling home this winter break, it's always important to keep an eye out for wildlife on the roadways. And one of the ways that's controlled is through seasonal hunting. However, with hunting comes many risks. And I recently found out what's being done to make sure hunters are staying safe.
Keith Currens has been a hunter for most of his life, and he says even some of the most experienced hunters can forget things when they're out hunting.
When you're out there, sometimes when you're excited, your mind can play tricks on you, and you make yourself see what you want to see.
Mike Goff is a boat technician and sales clerk at the Sportsman's Refuge. He says that the role of firearms has changed in society, but a hunter's education course helps make up for what most people don't learn anymore at a young age.
They just don't have the exposure to guns like they used to. So now the kids are with the weapon for a shorter period of time, so it makes them stop and think about what they're doing, which is a good thing.
Hunters must complete a hunter's education course to be able to receive this hunter safety card. After receiving this card, you can present it to the folks here at the Sportsman's Refuge to be able to purchase this year's license. But after a hunter receives a license, Current says there are things the Department of Natural Resources could do to reinforce the material learned.
I think they could improve that by, maybe even mailing out a little warning pamphlet every year when you get your license, or handing something like that out. After you get your card, they don't really emphasize the safety anymore.
The average safety course takes about 12 hours to complete, and with children as young as 10 years old taking the test, no safety precaution is too much.
The West Virginia Department of Natural Resources offers many safety tips, but the top 3 for when you're out hunting are to always make sure you identify your target and what's beyond it, always keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, and always treat your gun as if it were loaded.
Well, I don't know about you, Paul, but I think I'll just stick to wheat hunting for this season.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a hunter myself, but I could always go for a nice, delicious deer steak with some venison. It's good stuff. Well, coming up on WVU News, we'll tell you about one Mountaineer sports team that's taking aim at winning another national championship.
I'm Paul King. Coming up next on WVU News, I'll show you what team's on target for another national championship.
WVU, West Virginia's window to the world.
One of WVU's most successful sports teams is also one of its most overlooked ones.
That's right, Marissa. For more than 30 years, the West Virginia University Rifle Team has consistently been one of the best programs in the nation. This season, they're looking to bring home their 15th national title. Our sports reporter, Paul King, joins us with the story. Paul?
Paul, Marissa, thanks. Without a doubt, one of the most successful sports teams at WVU is our rifle team. The team currently holds 14 NCAA national titles, the most by any rifle team in the country. Over the last 4.5 seasons under Coach John Hammond, the Mountaineers have a 41-9 record. I recently caught up with the team to find out how the second half of the season is shaping up. WVU's rifle team is taking aim at another national title. For member Kyle Smith, it's a lot of work, but well worth it in the end.
I mean, it's a lot of dedication really to get to this part of the sport, this level of sport, and a lot of people don't realize that.
The team recently completed the first half of its 2010 season. The Mountaineers finished with a 7-1 overall record, and head coach John Hammond is pleased.
It's been a pretty good start. Obviously, we just have that one blip, our loss to TCU, but everything else has been pretty good.
Recently, the rifle team defeated the Nebraska Cornhuskers, who held the number 9 ranking in the country. One of the top performers of that match was junior Mike Kombaki, who is no stranger to winning a national championship.
My freshman year, I would think about as winning it, and you get excited and think about it and stuff, but it's nowhere near what it is when you actually do win it.
The team consists of members from all over the world, including Italy, Slovenia, and the home state of West Virginia. The Mountaineers are shooting for their 15th national title as they currently hold the #1 spot in the NCAA. The team is well on its way to that goal. Members are working to improve and prepare for the spring semester with showdowns against some of the country's best teams. And Coach Hammond says with that attitude, they should be right on target.
We feel like we're, one of the top teams in the country, and that has to be our goal every year. Obviously, it's hard. You're not going to win a championship every year, but that's our ultimate goal.
It's a goal they feel they can accomplish, as the team holds a 41-9 record over the last 4.5 seasons. The Mountaineers will be back in action on January 15th against Akron University at the WVU Rifle Range. Marissa, Paul, it's going to be quite the spring season.
And we will definitely be looking forward to that. Thank you, Paul. Well, Marissa, I have to admit, I kind of feel a little bit bad. I haven't been able to get out and support the rifle team as much as I should have.
Me too. I had no idea we were such a powerhouse in the sport, and I honestly really have to catch one when I get back from break.
Definitely. Well, that's all this week for WVU News, and this is actually our last episode of the semester. And on behalf of Marissa, myself, and the entire staff, we'd like to say that it's been a privilege to bring our fellow Mountaineers their news, and we hope you've enjoyed watching as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Remember, you can always check us out online at itunes.wvu.edu. I'm Paul Espinosa.
And I'm Marissa Statler. You can also watch any of our shows on YouTube. The address is at the bottom of your screen. Again, thanks for watching WVU News, and I hope you all have a safe winter break and a happy holiday. Take care.